Hey everybody, Still Distraction here, coming to you live from Atlantic Studios. Thought I'd do a quick back to the drawing board, talk about comic books. Let me know if you can hear me. Give me a thumbs up if you can hear the words that are coming out of my mouth. If not, that's fine. Just wanted to let everyone know the Oppressors, the Kickstarter rewards are going out to backers. So check your mailbox. You should be receiving your comic books in the mail. And yeah, if any problems, any questions, comments, concerns, please message me. And happy to help you. Yeah, and what else? Doing commissions. So yeah, if you want a commission from me, let me know. I'm gonna flip the camera right now, show you what I'm working on, and new Kickstarter coming in July. Yeah, I'm excited for that. So people, I'll be talking more about that and posting more about that soon. So I'm gonna flip the camera right now, show you what I'm working on. Hopefully the audio is working. I don't know if it's not. It's not. All right, here's what's on my drawing table. This is a commission I did the other day. Ghidorah. This was a fun one. Don't do a lot of Godzilla stuff, so kind of cool to do Godzilla. And hopefully you can see that and everything's working. Let me know if the audio is working for you, and if not, whatever. So yeah, this was Ghidorah. That kind of cool. It was a fun one. Three-headed creature, monster thing. And now I'm working on this, so I thought I'd ink this for a little bit and chat with anybody that's on. And if you're not on, and that's cool too. And if you watch the replay, you can watch it at DylanDistraction.com, which is my YouTube channel, or twitch.tv / Atlantic Studios. And yeah, I wonder if this is streaming to... Yeah, streaming right now. Everywhere. Hey, the audio works. Yay. It's always nice when things work. Cool. How's everyone doing today? Everyone having a great day? Stick that there. Yeah, comic books are available at atlanticstore.com. Thanks to everybody that's gotten a copy of The Oppressors issue 1. Super psyched with how they came out. Super shiny. There's issue 1 standard cover, and then the Frank Miller Wolverine homage variant cover. And then it's a little sneak peek. Yeah, I think it came out really awesome. So if you want a signed copy of this, go to atlanticstore.com. And if you want a commission, let me know. Message me. And now I draw for you. Hey, I thought I'd come on middle of the day here. Don't usually do a lot of middle of the day lives, but it's kind of a rainy day here in southern Maine, so thought it'd be a good time to just kind of hang out and draw, listen to some tunes. Was watching David Finch. I'm a huge David Finch fan. Incredibly talented artist. Really nice guy. Chatted with him a few times at conventions. And his YouTube channel, he was doing a live stream. Just truth bombs. Just incredible. The stuff, the knowledge he was kicking out, I'm like, oh my god, this guy's stuff is all so important and valuable to hear. Everything he said, I'm like, yes, I think that's incredible. It's always kind of cool when you have people whose work you idolize are really able to just kind of shoot straight. I think that's one of the great things about artists, comic book artists. They're all just pretty normal dudes, you know, and dudettes. I think we all just are trying to make good stuff. And we got into this because we love comics and art. And we make stuff that we hope people will enjoy and appreciate. And it's not always easy, it's not always perfect, but it's stuff we're passionate about. That's me anyway. So yeah, if everybody's having a great day, post a comment, let me know how you doing. say hi. I'm interested to see if the chat works on my phone. I don't think it does. But the audio's working and the video's working. That's half the battle. And yeah, this was a commission I got asked to do. It's an homage to the Turtles video game cover. Nintendo, remember that one? It's also used for other things, but I remember it mostly from the Nintendo cover. So, I'm just kind of doing the way I do it. This is how I draw. Hopefully it's cool and you dig it. And if not, sorry. Doing the best I can. I think it's cool. This one was a trick to kind of get all these characters to... The composition was the battle with this one. You know, if it's a single character, I kind of got some go-to compositions, but when you have multiple characters in poses that are already decided by a homage, it's a little tricky, but I enjoy the challenge. I just have a piece of scrap paper here that my hand gets stuck to the glass of the countertop. Hearing Dave Finch talk about how he was close to quitting a few times, it's like, huh, that's interesting. A guy who's that famous and that good had doubts? Jeez. Crazy. But just goes to show you, everybody's human. Dave Finch is one of the top 20 most influential comic book artists working today. Maybe even top 10. He was saying he wasn't sure if he wanted to keep going. That's nuts. Ghidorah. You have to get art instead of not looking. Whatever. Yay, art. Alright, I'm using black color pencil to tone everything. This is a trick I picked up from watching Tyler Kirkham, another phenomenal creator. Saw him do this on something, maybe on his YouTube channel. He's on his YouTube channel too. Definitely you don't need me to tell you to check out Tyler Kirkham's channel. He's incredibly popular. It's like me saying, "Oh, have you heard of Jim Lee?" It's like, "Yeah, I've heard of Jim Lee." Yeah, okay, sorry. Tyler Kirkham's YouTube channel is pretty good. He does Instagram Live too, which is great. I just bought a shirt bundle. I'm like, well, I gotta have that. So I got that. Probably gonna make that hand be darker, thicker accentuate that, and then I'm gonna throw in some white. Got a couple things I gotta correct on this. Like up here, I'm not thrilled with how this is going. A lot of tangents. I have to fix that. Whatever. So yeah, if you jump on, say hi, and if you're watching the replay, leave a comment. Or not, you don't have to, I'm not bossy. Alright, what else needs to be drawn on here? Coo. So yeah, if you're jumping on, say hi. If you want to chat. Hey, Mike. Yeah, everybody's doing okay here, man. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, sent out packages. Everything should be in the mail. Yeah, and thank you so much for grabbing a copy. And yeah, the Ghidorah was fun. I had never drawn those characters, the multi-headed. I'm not a huge Godzilla guy. Like I like Godzilla, but I just don't watch it. Not not against it. I'm pro Godzilla. I'm anti Godzilla. Well, I'm anti an actual Godzilla. If a real Godzilla showed up, that'd be pretty terrifying. So I'm pro. What do they call those monsters? Kaiju. I'm pro kaiju. So that was a fun one to do, and yeah, this has been a cool one too. This has been, it's tricky to do multiple characters, but good challenge, fun challenge for sure. And yeah, I'm working on my next creator-owned series, one shot. I don't know. I have multiple issues planned out, but we'll see how it goes. Which is gonna be kickstarting in July, I think. I'm gonna do a July Kickstarter. So if you've gotten your Kickstarter awards from the last Kickstarter, you'll see a postcard that talks about the next Kickstarter. So people that received books should be in the know. But working on that Kickstarter, and that next comic's already done. And the Kickstarter page is already done. So I'm just waiting to launch. I want to make sure everybody gets their oppressor's rewards before I jump into another campaign, though. And I usually like to send out the digital rewards last. My thinking for that is I want the people that bought the physical reward to get their book first. And then I send out the digital rewards. So if you're like, hey, that was a digital pack, didn't get my books yet. It's like, you will. I just want to make sure everybody gets their physical rewards first. Only fair. Yeah, watch that David Finch video. Yeah, Mike, watch that David Finch video. I cannot recommend that enough. I've watched it once through already, and I'm gonna go back and rewatch it. He says some things in there. It's like, oh my god, it's mind blowing. The stuff he's talking about. It's like no filter. I'm like, oh, this is fascinating. He talks about how he almost quit. He talks about artists he is influenced loosely. He's like, I swipe from. He's like, oh, the way I do this, Simon Bisley. I'm like, oh my god. It's usually very uncommon for a creator of his caliber to be like, oh yeah, I'm a combination of 5 other artists. Here they are. And be like, well. He's like, I wanted to be Mark Silvestri so bad when I was growing up and when I was a top guy. I mean, I'm not gonna spoil the whole thing for you. Watch the video; it's insane. Such good stuff, such good content. Really valuable knowledge, and the guy's just got so many years of working professionally. It's like when he's talking about how he's gonna quit, I'm like, oh my god, it's crazy. Couldn't imagine that world. And he's probably one of the most influential comic book creators going. You know, to think that he'd be like, nah, I'm good. Just duck out. Just goes to show how, you know, anything you want, you gotta work for it. Didn't come easy for him. Didn't come easy for a lot of people. The thing about Dave Finch too is that people, I'm one of them. People pulled as an influence from him. Obviously, I'm one of them. If you look at what I'm doing, I'm like trying to go full Finch on my stuff. Just love the way he's able to. Just the stuff he's able to create, is phenomenal. And he has a few. If you are a fan of David Finch, I highly recommend this book, Dark Knight Unwrapped, David Finch. I mean, this is just penciling 101. Right? There's some ink pages too, but like, oh my god. Seeing how he creates a page. Just that an issue of that is always, I have a couple copies and they're always close by. It's one of those books that get inspired by quite a bit. So yeah, if you're jumping on now, and say hi. I'm hoping everyone's doing well, staying safe. Hope you're all feeling well, staying healthy. This is a crazy time right now in our world, and hopefully watching me draw for a few minutes gives some people a little bit of joy. That's my hope. Because you gotta try to find things that keep you going. For me, it's drawing stuff. Yeah, Mike. Hulk 340 homage tattooed my back. Wow. That's cool. That's a great tattoo. Yeah, got his YouTube channel. He hadn't really done much on his YouTube channel. He's just kind of been sitting there. So I guess now he's making a more concerted effort. And that video where he's just talking, he's just riffing, and people are peppering him with questions like, "Who's your favorite inker?" And he's like, "Well," and then he just starts going through his favorite inkers. Like, "Who's your favorite colors?" He's like, "Well," and then just like, "Favorite writer." It's pretty amazing. And I've learned quite a lot from his drawing tutorials. He did a Gnomon drawing videos years ago, and then he did one on his own website that I purchased. And yeah, his anatomy stuff, incredible. His perspective stuff, incredible. He's one of those creators that just always seems to be giving back, right? There's so many people that are inspired by him because there's so many people that have learned from him, right? And I think that's because a lot of people, I'm sure, would like not want to share or not want to give away their tips or tricks or secrets or anything because they'd be afraid that, like, well, somebody will ape what I'm doing. But he's like, take it. So you think you can do this? Here you go. Here's how I do it. It's like, oh my god. Pretty crazy. Pretty wonderful. And the thing he does that I don't do as much of with his inking is feathering, right? Like, he does a lot of feathering, which I think looks phenomenal. Just not as comfortable with it. Like, the way I feather stuff is the gray tones, right? Like, I'm not going in and boop, 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 feathering a lot of stuff. I soften my black areas with the gray tone. Which is kind of just another way of doing it, I think. You know, I don't know if there's one way that's better than another. The way he does it is phenomenal. But I don't do as much cross-hatching, just partially because I'm not that good at it. And partially I just don't have the patience for it. You know, like to really build up and get a bunch of tones and values when I can do gray and color pencil and have a look I like. I want to get better at cross hatching. I was thinking of doing a couple of drawings without gray tones. So, kind of force myself to build up in a different way, just to draw differently. I'm sure I will, but I think like with commissions and stuff, people want this because this is the way I draw. So it's like, well, if I provide them with something that's be like, geez, it doesn't look like other stuff. I'm like, oh, I tried something new. I experimented while I was. Yeah. Probably not time to be experimenting. Stephen Platt's, yeah. Yeah, the Stephen Platt one, I think I've seen parts of it. And the Stephen Platt one is not as informative. I didn't find that he was doing as much teaching. He was just kind of drawing, which is cool. I mean, I love Stephen Platt's work, for sure. His early stuff, especially his Prophet stuff. His more recent stuff looks a lot like David Finch, which I like. Like, he's been doing covers lately, and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's cool. But when he was doing his Rob Liefeld impression, that was like, oh my god, it's crazy. He's definitely changed his technique. That's a guy that's new work looks a lot different than his old work. But, he's been in movies or whatever. He hasn't been doing as much comic stuff. But yeah, definitely ahead of his time. The other thing I like about doing gray tones is it helps to push and pull, right? So I do a lot of rim light. So you notice everything kind of has a rim light and then a core shadow. I find that's a good way to have things kind of pop. That's a guy, talk about a guy who was great at cross hatching. Stephen Platt, for sure. It's just hatching. Didn't even need to cross. And then as I'm going through here, I'm looking at where I'm going to go back, and this will be I'll thicken this line because he's forward. Thicken that hand because it's forward. I'd love to get I have a Dave Finch page from Wonder Woman that Jonathan Glapion inked. I have a couple of original pages of art. Not a lot. Because I would go nuts and just get everything. I have to be really selective about what I can get. But I do have a Dave Finch page. And I'd love to get a Stephen Platt page, but I think those are pretty rare. There's only so many. He didn't do a lot of stuff. The Prophet stuff probably is the longest run. Moon Knight stuff's pretty short. But that was it. Now he's just doing covers. And, yeah, I can't. Covers are, I'm sure, a little out of my price range. But I'd love to grab a Stephen Platt page or something. Head sketch or something. Just to have it. To study it. This is about the point where my hand starts to hurt. Marvel would hire me to work on Moon Knight. Platt and Finch are my favorite Moon Knight artists. I wonder who they're going to cast as Moon Knight. Whoa. Mike. Hiring Stephen Platt and Dave Finch. Imagine if they did Platt and Finch switching off issues. Whoa. So, okay, hear me out. Moon Knight. We'd have Dave Finch do covers. You do cover 1, 3, 6, right? And then, or 1, 3, 5, or is that odd numbers? And then we'd have, so Finch would do the covers, and Platt would do interiors, and then they'd alternate. And Platt would do interiors, and Finch would do covers. Platt would do covers, and Finch would do interiors. Whoa. Take my money. If they did that, that'd be nuts. If you look at that old Platt Moon Knight stuff, it's just so ridiculously. He's doing his Todd McFarlane. Stephen Platt has kind of 3 phases, in my opinion. Don't know the guy. Don't know. I love his art. I'm a huge fan. But he's got 3 phases. Stephen Platt started doing Todd McFarlane, then did Rob Liefeld, and now does kind of a David Finch. But awesome. Does it awesome and makes it his own. And I think, obviously everyone's influenced by something, and that's my opinion, just as an outward observer. But if you're going to be influenced by 3 artists, those are 3 great artists to be influenced by. If you're trying to make awesome art, you start with Todd McFarlane and go to Rob Liefeld, and then jump to David Finch. Yeah, that's pretty good pedigree of creators that are creating exciting stuff. Whether or not you're a fan, I am a fan, but you can't deny that they're creating compelling work, or had created compelling work that was popular, and is still popular. Again, just my observation. You could very well be like, oh, no, I hate all those artists. Yeah, okay, well, I'm clearly wrong. And I think, too, with Platt, because if you look at his post-profit stuff, he had a short creator-owned that I don't know much about. Hire who to draw? Hire me to draw? Sure. I think Declan Shalvey should have another run. I think they should make a Declan Shalvey artist edition of his Warren Ellis Moon Knight. Declan Shalvey, Warren Ellis' Moon Knight is maybe one of my favorite comics of all time. Hold on, see if I got a copy of it right now. I usually have it close by. Where is it? This is Moon Knight. You want an awesome Moon Knight. This is a storytelling masterclass. Yeah. This should be an artist edition. The fact that they haven't made that into an 11x17 artist edition is a tragedy. I think that needs to be reprinted in prestige format, studied. In my opinion. Typing sucks. Yeah, I'd love, I'm going to do more Moon Knight. My Moon Knight, I think it's pretty good, right? Not bad Moon Knight. Well, if you want a Moon Knight commission, you let me know, man. I'd love to draw Moon Knight. I've drawn him a few times in commissions, obviously. Like, oh. I've drawn him a few times. And yeah, definitely one of my favorite characters to draw. So yeah, somebody commissioned me to draw Moon Knight. I got time this week. Yeah, the Mr. Moon Knight. Well, yeah, yeah, no, obviously, I mean, Dave Finch and Moon Knight's awesome, but just the weirdness of this book, this Mr. Knight stuff. It's like, what is going on? It's just so weird. You know, I love the fact that they're just like, yeah, let's make it as weird as we can, and every story's kind of self-contained, and then there's one big overarching story that they kind of reveal at the end. If you haven't read it, don't let the if you're not a huge Declan Shalvey fan, because I know some people probably are like, but if it's not your cup of tea, just read that trade, and if you still don't like it, totally. But I think what would probably happen is what happened with me is because I was the same way. I'm like, I don't know, is this what I dig? But once I read it, I'm like, oh my god, it's phenomenal. Any sort of preconceived notions or misconceptions I had, because I like a grittier Moon Knight too, but that story is just so nuts. Declan Shalvey just nails it. It's practically perfect. But yeah, I would love a Dave Finch, Stephen Platt. Who else would be on that creative team? Dave Finch, Stephen Platt. There's so many good ones. I liked. Well, of course, Tyler Kirkham's awesome. Ron Garney, I like his stuff. Ken Lashley, I like his stuff. I don't know if they'd be doing that same sort of thing though. This is at the point of the drawing where I gotta go back through and use this PN. I don't know if you can see that. It's PN. Which is just got a little bit of more give to it. And I can get a little bit more line width variety. I just kind of toss in some textures. Make sure all my things look purposeful. On all Platt's work. Wow. Yeah, I love that Finch run too. And that's a good run. Like, it was a few issues. It wasn't abrupt. It felt like they really kind of let that go for a little bit. I do like that run quite a bit. Yeah, Moon Knight's one of my favorite characters, and I think it's too bad that they haven't really given him a consistent team. But I'm not the boss of Marvel, so none of my business. That's cool that you've met Platt. I don't think I've ever seen him at a convention. He's like Travis Charest, where you're just like, does he even go to shows? Like a mystery. I heard one time I was at San Diego and they're like, Travis Charest is here. I was like, really? That's crazy. What am I doing now? Continuing to create these lines. Yeah, I'm excited for the Moon Knight Disney Plus show. I actually just got Disney Plus, but I don't know when that Moon Knight show. Obviously, they're working on it as much as anybody can work on anything. I'm sure it's been delayed. Yeah, Mandalorian was. Oh, you never met all eBay finds, really? Yeah, I don't think Stephen Platt does shows. I don't think I've ever seen him or heard of him being at a convention. You know, I mean, he does just a little bit of comic book work here and there, so I guess it probably wouldn't make sense for him to go to a convention. Which is a bummer. I'd love to chat with him. That's cool that you can find stuff on eBay that you signed. That's cool too. That's fun. Yeah, Mandalorian was phenomenal. That was pretty much my only reason for getting the Disney Plus. You know, I'm not a huge Disney guy. Like, I don't really care about Disney movies that much. I like Nightmare Before Christmas. That's a good one. Love that movie. But other than that, there's not a lot of Disney movies I'm psyched about. So yeah, Moon Knight. That's what I'm waiting for. Alright, what else do I have to do? White out. Cool. Yeah, I love the Daredevil Netflix show. I'm bummed that they canceled it. It's just getting good. They're just gonna have Bullseye. Spoiler alert, they're gonna have Bullseye. That's good. And a couple lines here. And that a little bit. A little bit of that. Yeah, that looks like what I was going for. So Wolverine, Moon Knight, Elektra, Daredevil. Cool. I have the 90s mentality. Ours would keep me collecting these. Yeah. Well, yeah. I mean, obviously, I'm creating comics I love. Not that there aren't comics out there other people are making that aren't great. There's a lot of great stuff, for sure. But I was like, man, I feel like the stuff I like, especially if there's a creator on a team and there's a book that I'm psyched about and then it goes away, and I was like, oh man, I feel like that could have been a bigger, better thing, and it just kind of didn't get the attention it deserved. That always bums me out. I'm sure it aggravates creators too, but that's why it's great to be an independent artist, writer, creator, because it's like, yeah, if I want to make something, make something. Right? Not worried about getting pulled off a book if it's my book. I think that's kind of a fun thing about comic books right now, is that there's so many voices and so many artists, and it's like, good luck finding, of course you're going to be able to find something you like. There's everything's available to everybody all the time now. Back in the day it was Marvel or DC, and now there's tons of guys making stuff. Guys and gals. So if you don't like what's out there, you're not looking enough. There's a lot of awesome stuff. And if you really don't find anything you like, make your own thing. Right? If you love Moon Knight, make a Moon Knight character. Make somebody that like that you're excited about. I may be doing something like that myself, where I'm like, man, I feel like the characters out there that I love aren't the work that's being produced about those characters. It's like, So I'm like, I'll make my own characters. I can do whatever I want. Find people that like what I'm doing. Yeah. Oh, good. Yeah, Tyler Kirkham is awesome. I'm a huge Tyler Kirkham fan. Oh, let's show off some Tyler Kirkham work. I don't know if you have this, but this, epic. Look at the size of this. So much art. Tyler is a huge inspiration. This is an artist's, this is art book he did a Kickstarter for. He has just such an incredible body of work. Learned under Silvestri, just like Dave Finch also learned under Silvestri. And, I mean, the guy just crushing it, And, yeah, I'm psyched he's doing creator-owned stuff. I'd love to be involved and maybe do a variant cover. I don't know, Tyler, if you're listening. I'd love to do a variant cover for your new creator-owned book, man. This stuff's great. Yeah, I guess I don't know exactly what the conceit, the premise of the book is. He's been saying some things on his live, so might be like a, you know, everybody has some input in the, which would be fun, to do something with that where it's like, hey, shitty battle A or B, or what should happen, and that kind of stuff. Great way to get people involved. All right, sign this bad boy and get in the mailbox. So this is going out to someone that got a commission. They wanted the TMNT Nintendo video game cover, but with other characters. So that's it. There we go. Go to BatAtlanticStore.com if you want to get a copy of The Oppressors Issue 1. I'm doing standard and variant covers. This is the variant cover. Standard cover looks like this. And I'm doing remarks on them. So if you want to grab a copy of one or both with remarks, let me know. Happy to do it. And if you have commissions like this, you can get commissioned through BatAtlanticStore.com. Multiple characters, single character, pin-up style, cover style, sketch, whatever. Happy to do it. So yeah, this was a fun one, and thanks for watching. Go to DylanDistraction.com, go to BatAtlanticStore.com. Hope everyone is able to fill their lives with things they love and enjoy. Bye.